You shouldn't have listened.
The power outlet whispered my name when I unplugged the lamp. Then it breathed once, like something living behind the drywall. A faint male voice said, "Don't leave me in the dark." And when I leaned closer, I heard my own breathing echo back. My name's Laura. I moved into a small ground floor studio 3 months ago. Nothing fancy, just wood paneling, cream paint, and an old breaker box that clicks if you look at it wrong. The first week, my charger kept buzzing faintly when nothing was plugged in. I thought it was interference from the building's wiring. One night I fell asleep watching TV. Around 3:10 a.m., the lamp beside me flickered and dimmed. Then I heard the soft inhale from the wall socket. Not from behind it, inside it. I got down on the floor, pressed my ear close, and heard faint murmurs, overlapping like distant radio chatter. One word kept repeating: listen. The next morning I told the landlord. He said old wiring hums sometimes. I nodded, but that night, the hum shaped itself into syllables again. Laura. Long pause. Stay. I pulled the plug out, but the whisper continued, faint and rhythmic, matching the pulse in my neck. I shut off the breaker. The sound didn't stop. A few days later, I noticed the outlets were warm. Not dangerously, just like someone had been holding their lips against them. When I came home from work, my phone charger was plugged in, even though I'd left it in a drawer. That night, I recorded the sound. On playback, my name repeated under the static, and a second voice whispered, "You shouldn't have unplugged him." Now every outlet in the apartment hums. The ceiling light flickers when I speak. Sometimes I wake to faint radio tones crawling through the walls, words layered over each other, voices asking to come through. Yesterday I found fingerprints, small, dark, soot smudged around the power switch. They weren't mine. Tonight the hum turned into a long sigh. It's louder when I breathe out, quieter when I hold my breath. I think it's syncing with me. I haven't touched a switch in hours. I'm writing this by candlelight, and the wax trembles to that same pulse. It's still whispering through the socket beside the bed. It keeps saying the same thing over and over. Let's trade places. The landline rang at 2:17 a.m. I don't own a landline. The sound came from inside the wall, short, sharp, mechanical. Then a woman's voice whispered through the receiver that wasn't there. "You missed your call again." My name's Jonah. I manage night maintenance for a storage complex outside Denver. The office has no active phone lines. Everything runs on VoIP now. But last week I heard an old rotary ring echo through the vents. It's that sound you can't mistake, hollow, metallic, the kind that exists in memory more than air. I searched the office. Nothing. Next night, same thing, but louder. This time the call came from my toolbox, or from beneath it. When I lifted it, the floor tile underneath hummed like vibration from buried wiring. At 2:19, the computer monitor flickered. A small pop-up appeared. Incoming call, line 1. The mouse moved by itself. Clicked. Answer. The headset on the desk lifted. No hands. And the mouthpiece pressed against empty air. A soft female voice said, You never picked up last time. Don't hang up again." I stood frozen. She breathed twice, shallow and close, then whispered, "Look behind you." I turned. The break room payphone, the one sealed in glass since 2006, was lit. Receiver off the hook. The voice said, "Come closer." When I did, the cord started tightening, winding up the receiver like it was recoiling. Static bled through the air. I heard my own voice looped back slower, like an echo from a tunnel. I yanked the cord out of the wall. Silence. Then the computer behind me printed a receipt on its own. One line of text. "You are still on the call." Now the vents ring faintly every night at the same time. My coworkers don't hear it. Sometimes when I check the cameras, I see myself in the office talking on a phone that doesn't exist. Last night I found a note taped under the desk. Same handwriting as mine. It said, "When you finally answer, let me speak through you." Wow. I think wanted. The water hummed when I touched it. Then something answered from below. A low electrical drone vibrating like a generator buried under mud. A pulse traveled across the surface, forming a single word: "Wait." And I felt it through the metal of the dock, running straight into my bones. I'm Rachel. I work for a small environmental survey team that monitors water quality near old industrial sites. Last fall, we started noticing electrical readings on a lake that's supposed to be disconnected from the grid. No cables, no stations. Nothing that should conduct power. The locals called it the humming water. They said it started after a lightning storm hit the substation 2 miles away. Our sensors picked up faint voltage under the silt, so we dropped a probe line down. At 20 meters, it snagged something metallic. When we pulled it up, the hook carried a torn piece of copper mesh, burned at the edges as if ripped from a circuit board the size of a wall. That night at camp, our monitors kept turning on by themselves, showing static readings like ghost frequencies. At 1:03 a.m., one display scrolled a word across the data log. "Listen." The air buzzed. The lake surface pulsed faintly blue like backlit glass. I heard faint mechanical tones under the wind, not random, rhythmic, like speech without words. I went down to the dock alone. When I touched the water, it vibrated under my palm. A low voice, mechanical, deep, whispered through the metal railing, "Not gone." I stumbled back. The generator by the tent kicked on without fuel. Its dials spun. On the screen, voltage readings climbed into impossible numbers. Then the voice again. "We built below." I don't remember running. The next morning, the equipment was dead, all batteries drained, data wiped except one log file. The last recorded frequency converted to audio sounds like people breathing through static. The timestamp is from 3 hours after we left. Sometimes, I still hear that low hum in my car radio when I drive past open water. The signal never stopped. It just found a better conductor.